G'day, how are you? And today we're going to be talking about the Canon EOS R5. It's probably one of the most anticipated cameras in modern times. It's still not quite out yet. It was announced quite a while ago, but with the events in the world lately, it's been somewhat delayed, you might say. But it looks like the release is imminent. It's going to be really exciting. I'm really looking forward to it, but I won't be buying it. What about you? Okay, so let's talk about what really stands out in this camera, and to me there are three things. Firstly, there is the 8K video right across the full width of the sensor. That is going to be quite amazing. Secondly, is 20 frames per second with the electronic shutter and up to 12 frames per second with the mechanical shutter. That's pretty good too. And thirdly is the first incarnation of Canon's in-body image stabilization. It's going to be the first time IBIS is in a Canon DSLR or mirrorless camera, and it's coming out in the EOS R5. So all of those things are going to be really fantastic. It's going to be such a standout camera, and I imagine there's going to be a run on it because so many people want it. But I tell you what, I won't be in line. Don't get me wrong, I'm like anybody else. I really like to have the best of the best and the best of the things, and I would be there like anybody else to buy the Canon EOS R5 on the moment it's released, if I thought I could justify it and if I thought it was going to be worth it for me. And there are a few reasons why it's not, but overall there's one reason why I won't buy this camera. Firstly, if we look at the 8K video right across the full width of the sensor, if I upgrade to the EOS R5, I'm going to have to upgrade my computer too, because there's no way this thing is going to be able to handle 8K video files. Not only in the size of the hard drives I'm going to need, but the GPUs and the CPUs just won't be able to handle dealing with that massive a video file. You know, the way Premiere Pro works at the moment, oh my gosh, I can't imagine what it'll be like when I put the 8K video in there. The second reason that phases me about this camera is the frames per second. Sure, it's great having 20 frames per second with the electronic shutter, but hang on a second, that's nearly 24 or 25 frames per second, which is a video file, which I can already do. But not only that, with continuous burst shooting, I just find it leaves a plethora of photographs on my computer, and it's just so hard and time consuming to go through and select from them. I would rather take 4 or 5 or maybe up to 10 photos of a particular sequence rather than have like 40 or 60 photos to trawl through. It's just too much. I don't actually need it, but I can see how it will be needed, just not by me. The third point is the in-body image stabilization. I'm really excited about that from a video point of view and also from a photography point of view, because it's going to allow you to decrease your handheld shutter speed. But that is not a slam dunk for me, because look, it's like anything, right? You take the latest and newest Ferrari, it has a feature in it called launch control in order to help you get off the line. But if I just hop into my ordinary Mitsubishi Galant outside and just apply the accelerator, it's going to move off the line, I'm going to drive off. The same applies to cameras, the same applies to anything. There's always something better, unless you've got the best, but there's always something better, you just don't necessarily need it. Here's an example. This right here is the iPhone 11. It's just a base unit, it's just a base model. It doesn't have the 3 cameras, it just has the 2 cameras. I don't need the Pro model. All I need is the normal iPhone. Okay, and the same applies with cameras. I'm not particularly worried about getting the best. If I was, I'd be filming this on a 1DX Mark III, not on the EOS R. I'm happy to have the camera that works for what I need. And although the R5 is going to be an absolute mind-blowing piece of kit, it's not going to be in my kit. Okay, so the one overarching reason why I won't be buying the Canon EOS R5, and this may or may not apply to you, it may not even phase you at all, but to me it's the price. At the moment it was touted as being up to $10,000, which I think is ridiculous, because here in New Zealand the 1DX Mark III is just over $10,000, $11,000. I noticed that the Canon EOS RA is $4,800 here in New Zealand, and the Canon EOS R, which I'm filming on now, is just over $3,000. I really believe that the Canon EOS R5 is going to be around $6,799 here in New Zealand. And that equates to this many US dollars. So it is going to be quite an expensive piece of kit, which is absolutely fine given the features it has. But to me, I just don't want to be walking around on the street with $6,500 worth of equipment in one hand. Not to mention the lens that'll be on the front of it. If you upgrade and buy something more expensive, all the accoutrements and everything around it also are more expensive. it's going to have such a huge demand on resources, not only financial, but in terms of your memory, in terms of your processing power, in terms of your culling process, all of those things. But the main thing is I just don't want to have that amount of money on one hand at a moment could evaporate into nothing. It takes away the feeling that I can relax. It's bad enough carrying around the EOS R and being worried about the money tied up in that. So that's it, guys, just a really quick one. The EOS R5 is coming out. It's going to have that 8K video, the 20 frames per second. It's going to have the in-body image stabilization. It's going to have head and eye detect and all those great things, the dual pixel, the multi-pixel auto-focusing. But it's not going to be a camera I'm going to jump to straight away. I really hope you do, and I hope you let me know what it's like and tell me what I'm missing. Okay, let me know what I'm missing. For now, I am happy with the EOS R right here. Hopefully it comes out soon. Hopefully you grab it. Please hit the subscribe button because I'm going to keep coming in with more videos. I'm really keen to get my subscribers up, and thank you so much for doing so. It's a real massive help. And as always, smash that like button, and I'm going to catch you on the next one.